What's up? We gotta talk about Hubba. Well, the On video is doing this thing about Hubba.
Yeah, I remember thinking, that's a giant cement rail. Weird.
I got to it and was just in shock, like, oh my God, this thing's as tall as I am.
There's no pussyfooting at Hubba. Getting into the trick was 2% of the deal. It was coming out off that drop and then having that feeling of like sliding up to the block, like.
It's definitely been like a spot for people, you know, it's definitely world famous. People come from all over the place to take a bite out of it and see what they can do, you know.
You know, there's only a few places that you can actually remember what was done and who did it. And I think Hubba was definitely one of the biggest ones.
This is the story of San Francisco's legendary ledge, Hubba Hideout. Located near the famed Justin Herman Plaza, or EMB, the ledge was part of a pedestrian walkway, but more commonly used by the local skaters and vagrants for nefarious activities. As street skating evolved in San Francisco, the locals realized Hubba Hideout is more than a place to party at. The first published photo was of Wade Spire in Thrasher in 1989.
I have to give props to Wade. It was the first video of Hubba, the cricket grind. Even though he wasn't the first person to do anything on it, but it was the first thing I'd ever seen, and it was on something that I'd never seen anybody skate really at that time.
I think it's the first Plan B video where Rick Howard frontside no sides it, and everything's clean. It's like it's still square, and like even like they look like the bricks are clean.
It was just perfect, and it was frontside and backside, and you could skate there all day without getting kicked out usually. Like, we would skate there as long as we wanted until we got really tired or really hurt.
As documentation appeared in magazines and videos, skaters from all over the world began showing up, and Hubba became a measuring stick for those willing to step up to the challenge.
I have to say frontside blindside cross shimlin was probably one of the first groundbreaking tricks.
Backside 180 nose grind is pretty burly. Definitely some danger potential there.
I never saw it, but I heard Steve Olson did some crazy shit down that.
God damn, I gotta do this shit on an empty stomach.
It took skateboarding in the area to eventually attract the attention of the police, despite the years of previous illegal activities that gave Hubba Hideout its name.
Hubba Hideout, because it was like kind of hidden. A lot of people would go up there, like bums and stuff, and smoke their crack and stuff. And that's what we call Hubba. We call crack Hubbas. So.
Vandal free. Now ID now.
It was called Hubba Hideout way before it was even skated. It was called Hubba Hideout for like probably years, you know.
Like once in a while, like homeless people would kick you out because they'd be sleeping at the bottom. Like, you're not skating today. We're having a barbecue here or something.
I mean, there was a period of time where no one was really doing too many gnarly tricks. Like everyone tried to slack off and do a bunch of Smith grinds. And then I think it was probably around the time Fred Goff came through. Did some sick shit on there. And then everyone got sparked again.
Pat's kick with no slide was so amazing.
Another thing that, if you'd never been there that you don't know, is the huge drop on the other side. That's what made it even sketchier doing lines from the top too, because that first ledge that goes down then goes flat, when you get onto that, if you mess up and fall over the other side, I mean, you're going over like a 40-foot drop and you're probably gonna die.
I've seen some crazy nuts manualing down that thing, like over the street and stuff.
Another good one is Ryan Johnson using it as a jump ramp up top.
I thought